Yo, this is less way, and here I bring you a tier list for the weapons in Fallout 4. So, this tier list is going to be very reminiscent of the tier lists in Fallout New Vegas. Because in Fallout New Vegas, the same weapons are the top tiers here. And I don't plan on wasting your time and giving you the list how it is completed, right? But at the same time, this is how it is structured, right? The Gauss rifle is super top tier in almost all the games every time. The minigun, it's super fucking good. The Gatling laser is super fucking good. The Alien pistol is super fucking good. And the flamer because of the DPS and shit. And these two count as heavy weapons. And the Kraven and the flamer count as heavy weapons as well. So keep that in mind. B tier is for the snipers mostly, things that you can use to snipe, right? C tier is the machine guns and things that do a lot of fucking damage without being really snipers, but they are pseudo snipers, right? All the magnums are pseudo snipers, so they go in there. And the Piper level trash would mean that it's all the guns that are very useless, and they are only useful in the early game at most. Or they are niche, right? Like the rat gun and shit that does radioactive damage, which ghouls and super mutants are immune to, right? So it goes there. It's not that good. And basically, the pipe guns are not that good, but the only pipe gun that is good enough is the machine gun pipe gun, because the machine gun pipe gun can be used to deal more DPS. And it uses the most common ammo type as well, so that is good. D tier is the tier for all the handguns, and you can put a silencers in them, and it can be like your how do you call it, like your waster, your beater gun, right? It can be like your sidearm. The handguns are like your waster gun that you can use against mobs and shit, for example. Like the handguns are used for all the low-level enemies. They're used for all the low-level enemies that you don't want to expend valuable ammo against. For example, the Gauss rifle has very fucking valuable ammo, but I wouldn't use it for a raider, for example. It is too much, right? I would save it for like a Death or a Behemoth or like a Marilurk Queen, for example. Stuff like that. Excuse me because of the noise in the background. Some people are working, right? So it's fine. The prototype railway rifle, it sucks. It only deals 1 damage. Then when you get the upgraded version, it deals freaking the upgraded version of the prototype railway rifle deals 10 damage, which is not that much of an improvement anyway. And also the junk gun is absolutely awful. I know that there's a lot of junk lying around, but it's not good enough. It is way too heavy for the damage that it does. It is a niche weapon, and it's very fucking trashy. It's really bad. The submachine gun goes into the C tier, into the top of C tier, because you get you're pretty much guaranteed, okay, to get in a location. You get a spray and pray, I believe, which is it has the explosive. That gun has the explosive bullets perk, which is raises the DPS of every machine gun in the game by so much, and it's really freaking valuable. If you can get a minigun with the spray and pray perk, right, with a legendary effect, of that, the minigun becomes probably becomes the strongest weapon in the game. It's S tier, double S tier, right? But in a normal playthrough, you are going to get a Gatling laser, which has the most ammo efficient round that it can use. It uses fusion cores, right? Fusion cores, which they give you like 500 shots per core, and that is really cheap. That is very cost effective for the gun. The laser musket is really good because you can crank it up 6 times, and each crank it's doubling the damage of the gun. You're making like a sum of the damage. I'm going to have the calculation here on this part of the screen and shit, right? The laser musket is very fucking highly rated. The Gauss rifle deals 197 damage, I believe, which is 12 damage more than the 6 crank laser musket. So it is better, and it also can get the silencers and all that and all those things. You can get a lot of modifications that rise the damage and are affected by perks, such as by the Mr. Sandman perk, right? Which is really good. Rises the damage of silenced weapons from a sneak, and you use snipers pretty much to sneak attack enemies to get a one up on them, right? What weapon is this one? No, that is also the Gauss gun. Okay, both are Gauss guns. This one is last minute. Last minute is this one, and this one is a normal Gauss gun. Both are fine. If you can get a Gauss gun that has a better legendary effect than last minute, then the other Gauss gun will be better late game, right? But you get the Gauss gun, this type of rifle, very late in the game. Also, the rifle is ballistic damage. It is not energy damage in this game anymore. So I guess that affects it a little bit. But actually, a lot of ballistic damage weapons have really good freaking effects in this game, such as explosive legendary effect. Is an example of that is exclusive to ballistic guns, ballistic weapons, and it makes them so good. Okay, energy weapons don't get that much love in Fallout 4, but that does not mean that they are bad. Usually, energy weapons are actually better for the late game. The alien gun, the alien pistol, is really good. It has a very rare ammo type that you cannot recover. You need to invest very highly into science and intelligence and all those perks to get the best out of it, right? But when you change the receiver, the ammo type, when you change the ammo type that this gun uses, for example, the normal fusion cells, it does like 2 less damage, which is almost nothing, and you no longer depend on. You're no longer reliant. You no longer depend on a hard to find rare ammo type, right? So that's really good. The flamer, it has really freaking high DPS, and with the respective perks, pyromaniac and all that shit, pyromaniac and all those perks, it is extremely freaking good. It is a lot of consistent DPS, and also it doesn't messes around the rooms that you are in, right? It's not like the Fat Man, for example, that makes a mess. Okay, it is, the DPS is super high, per shot with the Fat Man, but the problem with the Fat Man is that you can kill yourself very easily with the Fat Man. You can shoot up inside, especially in close quarters. If you shoot the Fat Man, sure, every enemy dies, but you can die as well, right? That's why the Fat Man is not so good, so niche. Also, this tier list, I want to say that this tier list is not accounting for glitches in the game, because that would be like kind of cheating, right? And a lot of mods, like the unofficial patch mod for Fallout 4, disables those glitches as well, because there is a glitch with the pipeline that you can get it to shoot mini nukes, right? Just like the Fat Man. And sure, that is a very inexpensive way to use the mini nuke damage, which is extremely high, without having to waste mini nukes pretty much. It consumes the most common ammo type in the game, the .38, I believe, but it launches mini nukes because of the glitch, right? And if that was allowed, then it will be like this kind of the pipeline. If the glitches were allowed, the pipeline will be like S tier because of how common it is and how inexpensive it is, or E tier because it is shooting mini nukes, and mini nukes are really bad ammo type. They are not really that good. So I'm going to put it here. Right, there you go. The pipeline stops being useful pretty much. That is a problem. That is a freaking problem. Yo. So part two, the commentary that I gotta do for this tier list. So anyway, I got some things wrong, so I'm going to correct them right here, right now. And that was practically this, okay? Look. So this thing right here, where is it? This is the railway rifle, right? Blah, 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 blah. This thing. It's not so bad, because you can use it as a sniper. And the snipers in this game can be good because they can attack from a sneak, blah, 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 blah. The problem with this, it has like 100 damage, which ain't so bad, actually. It is good in many ways. But what I was going to say about this crap, but the ammo type is very rare. It is hard to find on that. So I'm probably going to downgrade it. It's not so bad just because the 10 damage that I said before by mistake. I'm going to have the statistics up here and all that shit. But it ain't super good either. I don't think so, at least. Okay, I haven't used it a lot either personally, but I'm more of a hunting rifle myself guy. This one is very fucking good. But this one I'm going to downgrade it probably. It's a sniper, it's really good, but it probably goes like around here or something. There you go. Let me order this better. Yeah, like this. Now, why do I have the rifles here? Because this can be a sniper. This is the sniper that uses the 44 Magnum ammo, which is it is cool. It is cool to have that option, right? To have another ammunition type for a long reach weapon, right? And the hunting rifles, they are very good in this game because you can put scopes on them. They are at a really disadvantage in the older games. In the older Palo games, these rifles are very weak actually because of the fire rate is extremely slow and they are bolt action and all that crap. But not in this game. And that but in this game they can have 5 rounds and they have a scope, which makes all the difference in the world. The hunting rifles with a scope, uh, they serve their purpose, right? They're serving their purpose, and that is really good. This Righteous Authority. Okay, I have the laser rifle here because of Righteous Authority, which is the rifle of Paladin Dance. I'm not sure where it goes. Okay, like here or here at the bottom of B tier, or here. I'm going to call this the snipers. Here. And this goes here because it has a really good effect. It has like a bonus critical effect, which makes this weapon very unique, right? It does like double damage on critical hit or something like that, which it is super special. Okay, it makes all the difference in the world. This here is more anime. Okay, cool. So I put Righteous Authority here because of those reasons. It's a very cool weapon. You can modify it in many ways. It is better than this, than the Institute Rifle because supposedly does more per shot damage, right? And because of the effect that Righteous Authority has and all that. It is faster. This one is faster. This one has arguably higher DPS, right? But we don't care about DPS. We care more about per shot damage. Also, you can modify this and make it into like a laser shotgun, right? Which is very freaking good. So I'm going to put it like around here. Because of the effect mainly of Righteous Authority, which you get super early game. It makes it's a really good rifle. Okay, yeah, period. That's I'm going to put it here. Now the Cryolator, it is very heavy. It is a heavy weapon, by the way, in this game. It probably goes below the Flamer because you get it super late game. You need a lot of lockpick, or you can use Kate to lockpick that lock, or the dog meat glitch, right? That used to. I believe that one is patch though, so that might not work anymore. What else? Oh yeah, the ammo type that this has is very rare. The cryolator ammo or whatever freezes, right? Is very rare in this game. The laser rifle is really good because you can modify it in so many ways. You can make it into a shotgun. That is actually a shotgun that hits mid reach. Okay, so like assault rifle range, right? It's not a sniper, but it reaches super far as a shotgun. And I believe that every single one of the pellets that spreads from the plasma rifle is it is actually like it has its own critical chance, right? Or if you get the critical meter filled up, if you play in that way, okay. I play with a mod that brings back critical chance. That's why I'm saying that. But if you use the normal critical mode, I believe that every single pellet does crit as well. So it makes it deals a good load of damage. You can make a plasma commando build with especially the unique rifle that I'm going to put like around here on the screen. You can modify that thing a lot and probably have the most versatile weapon in the game. This is probably one of the most versatile ones. Actually, because of the versatility, I'm going to up it like here, one a notch. The alien gun is really good because it's very light, but the problem is that the ammo type is very scarce, right? That is a problem. And the unique versions of this gun are good, and you also can modify at the very end of your skill tree with science and gun and all those things. You can modify this weapon to use, I believe, like microfusion cells or something like that. I'm going to put it here as well. And this makes this reduces weapon damage by 2, which is almost nothing, and but it keeps this weapon relevant. You don't have to find the alien power cells, which are limited. And that's it. Yeah. What else? The flamer is really good. A lot of freaking sustained damage, and you only can mess inside a room like a fat man. Fat man is a terrible weapon because you can use it in close quarters basically. Only for the outside, and it's very heavy as well, so it's not that good. The rocket launchers and the cannon. The cannon is pretty cool. And the harpoon gun is pretty cool, like in concept, but it's a green weapon. It's not that good. Except for the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher, it might look cool and all, it's very heavy in hardcore mode, in survival mode. You want to use it a lot. It will weigh you down a bunch. That's a problem. So yeah. What else? The magnums are really good. They're like snipers, other revolvers. Racial authority, I already mentioned that. I think we got them all already. Yeah. So I don't read this. I already read that. The jump gun is very bad. It's very heavy for what it does. Can make a jump gun. Yeah, the jump gun is bad. It's very heavy for what it does. So it's something. And I think that, yeah, it seems weird now. We got everything right. Yeah, probably going to, okay, alright. We got everything? Yes, we got everything. Yeah, we got every single weapon in the game, I believe. Yeah. The ratgun, the silent pistol. This silent pistol is very good. It comes with a silencer. It deals the highest damage of all the handguns, I believe. I'm going to have all the statistics up here. I don't know if you can modify it with a with an optic, but you don't really need it. You don't really need an optic. Just get good aim and that's it. You use this to kill all the weak mobs. Anyway, silent it, right? You kill the weak mobs using silence, and that's it with a stealth. And that's it. That is its purpose of this gun, and that's it. Yeah. So that was the tier list. Leave a like if you want, or a dislike if you disagree with me. And if you disagree with me, say in the comments why. I'm going to debate you on that, on the order, I guess. Maybe I got some things wrong. I'm going to admit that. But overall, I think that I got everything right. And mainly it is because of how a typical game goes. Like, right? You're not going to know where everything is at, but for example, you're going to get this plasma rifle in the institute. You can buy it, or you can get a spray and pray. You can buy it as well, right? In your playthrough, like I said, like I just said, you can roll if you get super freaking lucky. You can get the minigun, right? You can get this minigun with the explosive ammunition type special effect, and you can destroy all the game with it. But you have to get very lucky. Okay, so that is not going to have that is not going to happen on a typical playthrough unless you cheat and you use console commands to make it, right? Of course you can do that. But this weapon is double S tier. It's probably the best weapon in the game for many reasons, except for sniping, and that's it. But in terms of DPS, this is the best. The minigun with the explosive ammunition type special effect. Anyway, that's it. See you soon. Later. Thank you for watching the video, like the video, etc. etc. Leave a comment and whatever. Thanks. Recording to test this fucking microphone and all this shit. I'm trying to... No, let me bring this over. This is a recording to test this microphone. This is a recording to test this microphone, bitch.